We are checking on the Camaro build. We got some really cool stuff in the mail. Check out this steering rack that Blaine found, made by Strange. This is deleting this steering rack. So we tried to use the Corvette electric steering. That's not going to work, but Strange makes this one. This is a manual rack, but we're going to mount the electric power steering under the dash, which is here. We can open it, let's go. Moment of truth, we're gonna open the electric power steering pump, because keep in mind, this is a manual rack, so we need to get power steering down to this. And I don't wanna be sitting in this car just cranking and cranking with 12-inch wide tires. That's not gonna be fun. EPAS, oh, look at that. It has the module, I guess a gain adjuster, I would imagine. Look at that, EPAS performance. They know all about the build, yes, and we're super excited about it. They've asked us to send a bunch of pictures. Look at that, it mounts in line, I would imagine like this, to hide this out of the way. Steering column comes into here, steering shaft comes out down to this beautiful rack. How cool is that, guys? So we have had to cross bridges over this build, and now we have to recross bridges. I had these tie rod ends custom made to get around where we had to previously mount the rack. Hopefully we're able to go to a much simpler design on a tie rod end. We will video that. Hopefully we get this test fit for the car show this weekend. We are bringing the car just like it sits. Guys, look at this billet. ICT on the lift plate is helping us out. Of course, we mentioned we have to redo the motor mounts. So the motor it looks way more level now. I believe so. No, actually it's not. It just doesn't look as running downhill because the blower's not on it anymore. Look at that, guys. Every accessory has the same design on it. This is beautiful. It was a little more money, but so worth it. And look at all these CVF boxes that we get to. So here is CVF. This is this front pulley drive, but all of these boxes on the table over here are everything else.
Custom water pump they make that's a high flow GM water pump that they modify so you don't have a giant bracket in your way when you're trying to do these on your LTs.
We forgot to mention, we are at Miscellaneous Motors. This is Blaine. He is the mastermind behind the engine,
the mechanical
side of this. I'll make it pretty, he'll make it run.
Yes,
so
exactly.
He found CVF. They make a whole accessory drive for this motor, the LT. So far he has this bottom pulley on. There's a lot going on, but he's got some really cool stuff to show us.
It's like a lot of their idler pulleys, everything they make is billet aluminum. But what's nice about it is you throw this little pulley on, then throw the magic cap on it.
Look how cool that is.
Looks pretty slick, doesn't it?
Now, we are going to build a cover for this motor so that not a whole lot is exposed, but with how cool the front of this is going to look, we may just leave it exposed. You know, maybe just build something here on the side. We have a new brake booster, so this is gonna be much prettier, new hood hinges, but if we don't have to build a big cover, we won't. I'm pretty proud of this ICT. We are going to powder coat things here and there to give it some accent. We may not build a cover. What do you think we're gonna have in brakes for the, we have to go with the wheel wood?
Yep, so we're gonna go with the wheel wood braking system for clearances up front with the custom wheels that we're using on this car. The offset on them brings them in and the factory calipers won't work anymore on this, which is not, the brakes on the car are actually wonderful brakes. They're Brembos because this was a Grand Sport Corvette that's underneath this thing. But unfortunately, we can't use the calipers that are currently with it because they are too thick and they will not give us the clearance we need with our wheels that we've got picked out.
And
so
we already widened the car, actually twice. We'll go back through the pictures. I thought we could bring the wheels in farther than we could, so we had to widen the car again. And at that point, we said bring them in 5 millimeters, and that's the clearance between the inside of the wheel and the brake caliper. You can barely get a piece of paper between. So that's not going to work. What's nice is Willwood has the setup that we need. Awesome custom brake booster. And how much is this going to cost?
The cost on brake parts is probably right around the $5,000 mark.
Yeah.
Yes. So
you can imagine this project gets very expensive very quickly. And of course, I'm not made of money. I haven't checked prices on all of this, but there's a lot. Let's just say a lot. I think we spent $30,000 in parts over the last 2 months. Is that accurate?
That's probably about correct. We've got.
But if we're gonna build it, let's buy once, cry once. Let's build it well. Every company that we're using is reputable. We have spoken with them hours and hours just to make sure all of this stuff will mesh together. And guys, it's not that we don't know what we're doing, but we've just never done it before. So we are where you would be if you wanted to do this cool project. I'm working extra hours and hustling a little harder than I typically do just to afford dumping money into this because the return is going to be so awesome. This has never been done before, and I think it's worth it.
Pray for hail.
We are a body shop ultimately, so if Oklahoma gets hail damage, the Camaro will be cooler. There's a weird conundrum with that. I never want people to be destitute. I never want people to have to spend money, but I also like to work and I like to pay my bills. So we have to juggle that. We haven't had hail, but hopefully it comes. I know, it's weird. So, deal. So guys, if you want to come out and check out the Camaro build, we will be at Coffee and Cars, 178th and Penn at the Life Church location, and we will be set up on Saturday morning. If you guys want to come out and take a look at it, come on. I'll tell you anything you want to know. We probably won't put the hood back on it, and I want to take that annoying hinge out of the way. I'm sure Blaine would appreciate that.
It'll be gone.
We do have billet hinges coming, don't we?
Not yet.
Not yet. They're on the list.
Still on the list. Just another $600 to spend.
That's it. Just,
It's just money at this point, and plus what makes it nicer, it's not mine.
It's mine. Is quite bulky, and I told him we may just delete it and go with a much simpler style. It honestly looks a lot like this rack.
Yeah.
It has a torsion mounted, and then it's just two arms that come up and down.
Yeah, which I know what you're talking about.
I'm not opposed to that.
We have a different cover for it that gets rid of all of this sticky outy because all this goes away.
So all of this, we're getting rid of the variable valve timing. And did this motor have the delete the back two cylinders situation?
Oh yes, this has got what's called the DOD in it. It's the displacement on demand thing that GM did that everybody removes from these LT engines.
So that will be gone.
So we take that away. That front cover becomes minimalized with a new front cover from the company Texas Speed out there that makes some great LS LT parts. It's also using their camshaft and lifters and upgraded trunnions for it. There's just a lot of internal pieces that are going to happen to this thing once it comes out and the car goes over to get
vroom.
To get slicked up.
Lots of vroom.
Yeah, it's their stage 2 blower cam that work real nice with the Magnuson that's sitting right over there in pieces now.
Ooh, look at it. Look at these internal coolers.
That
is incredible. Look at that.
Those are air to water intercoolers.
This is beautiful. So water in, air through it. As the air comes into the engine, the water is cooling it. And man, this weighs 20 pounds, 15 pounds of aluminum, guys.
That's a chunk of aluminum.
What is it if you lay out these spools end to end? It's like miles.
It's absolutely foolish.
Incredible.
That's crazy.
And then
that's the supercharger
itself.
Supercharger. This is the supercharger itself. This is the cooling system part of it.
Yep, here's our blades coming in. Look how perfect.
Air comes in the front, out the top.
Look how perfect that is.
In through the coolers, down into the intake.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, Magnuson superchargers, Eaton built rotors for them.
So air comes in, cooled into the engine. Vroom, vroom.
It's a TVS 2650.
And then we will do some magic with this cover. Don't know what yet, but there will be something done. We still have to decide on a color. Last time we primed it, we just threw some blue in with the primer. That's the color we have now. Although I don't hate it. I really don't.
I don't either, dude. I'm
So-
starting to really kind of dig it.
Guys, I don't know if video can show just how cool this rack is. This is artwork, guys. And I don't remember what it cost.
All billet aluminum.
All billet,
That's an $800 steering rack.
$800, which I think money well spent. Look at that.
Go ahead. You're going to have people out there say, oh, that's meant for drag racing. Don't care.
We drive straight most of the time, right?
It's gonna suffice for what we need it to do in this car.
Yeah.
It'll steer the car nice.
But if you hit a curb, it'll break.
Don't hit curbs. The end.
Yeah, if we hit a curb in this car, guys, there will be tears. There will be things punched. I don't even know what would happen. It would be bad. Oh, we use old school curb feelers, the little springy thing.
Oh gosh. You want to see? Hey, here's your cool new. This is what a direct fuel injector looks like. That's a LT4.
Guys.
To upgrade the
High pressure fuel injector for the LT4.
replacing the LT1 injectors with the LT4 injectors, along with the high pressure pump that goes along with it to match. So we get
Lots of
plenty
pressure here. What is it,
plenty
like-
of fuel flow?
Like
fuel flow.
15,000 PSI or something
Nah,
crazy?
these run up to about 4,000
4,000,
PSI.
okay. 4,000 PSI through that little dude.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can get it. There's a little bitty nipple on it that all that fuel runs through.
All supplied by this fun little guy here.
What is this?
That's a high pressure fuel pump.
High pressure fuel
High
pump.
pressure fuel pump.
He said high pressure.
I did.
So
High
it's-
pressure. It's the high pressure fuel pump.
Yeah, high
It-
pressure.
It make it a low pressure gas go into high pressure gas out the and through the
Yeah.
to make bang bangs.
Bang, bang. That looks like a thermostat.
Cam driven.
Oh, so the cam lobe
There's a lobe.
pushes
There's a
this
lobe on.
into a
there's-
piston.
Yeah, there's a pump drive lobe on the camshafts for these LTs that drive that fuel pump. It's supplied with what you would know as your standard electric fuel pump in tank at low pressures.
Just enough pressure to get to here. This dude boosts it up, which is why our
Between-
cam lobe will be a little bigger.
Actually, in the cam I have, it's a 30% more lift in it. I believe it's 30%. I could be wrong on that.
So
number.
30% more pushy push on the springy spring to make it go-y go, right?
Plus LT4 pump, make more go.
We need more go. Guys, we built this car out of metal. We have not weighed it, but I know how heavy the sheets of metal were that I brought in, that we bent and shaped and hammered. We need more go. Have we ever had enough go?
No, you can't have enough go. Shooting for right around 700 to 750 horsepower at the crank.
What does that put us at the wheels, do you think?
Probably 625-ish.
On a convertible, I don't want any more than 625 at the
600,
rear wheels.
625.
Yeah, on a convertible, that's enough. That's
I'm not sure about the drivetrain loss with this 8L90 that he won't let me take out and put a 6-speed in. But that's okay.
one as Corvette Z06 or Grand Touring as possible. And I think the 8-speed would be legit.
They both come with 6 speeds.
Oh, they do?
Yes, you can get them with 6 speeds.
This train only has 30,000 miles on it. The resale value of a 30,000 mile Corvette transmission is pretty high.
It's pretty high. And then I could run my Holley ECU in it.
Is that really all that's keeping us?
That's
Dude, throw me some numbers.
okay.
Yeah.
If I can find one, I will.
I'm wondering if there's maybe a salvage yard that has a 6-speed that might do a trade-in on an 8-speed. Of course, we'd have to throw them some cash. But if it's all direct bolt and we're good, that'll keep us. Right now, we're having to run the factory ECU, which is going to
TCM, yeah.
and TCM, which is going to cause us some problems. If we had the 6-speed transmission, we wouldn't have those problems.
No, because we'd run a Holley Terminator system on it and not worry about any of that.
and the programming is much simpler. It integrates flawlessly into the Dakota Digital, correct? That's hard to say, Dakota Digital.
Dakota Digital, which we have
Digital.
Dakota Digital in this box here, as a matter of
Ooh,
fact.
do you guys want to see it?
Well, let's see. They pack them very nicely.
I'm afraid to even touch this thing. It's so beautiful. Actually, I'm not going to be able to touch it. I don't want to put fingerprints on it, guys. This thing is nice. There's 2 screens on it. We can monitor air pressure.
We're gonna air pressure, boost, all your oil pressure, anything that communicates via what would have been OBD2. Since we're gonna change it, hopefully we get the opportunity to change that to the Holly, but it'll monitor every aspect of the engine operation. It's pretty nice. Still old school, neat looking analog gauges, but with the integration of everything modern that goes with
Dakota
the vintage air.
Digital Climate Control. I was worried about having the old school looking knobs. I wanted something more modern. This mounts out of the way and it communicates with the vintage air system and the Dakota Digital, because it is Dakota Digital.
So I'm not going to be able to lift this up high enough to get it up underneath here where I wanted it, because you guys scooted this forward so far.
Yeah.
To prevent whacking into your cowl. So I'm probably gonna come up just a little bit, but we're gonna have to build something that comes out. What I do need is the sway bar. I need to see how that goes.
Okay, let me get with Bill right now.
If he can get me the original sway bar, then I can kind of get it semi in place so I can see where that bracketry needs to go, because that steering rack's designed to be out front, whereas your factory rack was never going to really steer right.
Yeah.
So it's designed to hang out up front, where that other steering rack was designed to hang out in back. And I don't think we're going to use these arms at all.
Okay.
I think I'll go directly to the spindles.
Perfect.
Off of my rack. I've got a kit that comes with it. We'll have to make some longer rods for it, but
Perfect.
Other than that, I think we're going to be okay with that.
So we're talking about the transmission, and I was thinking when he said 6-speed that he was talking about a 6-speed automatic. I don't want this car to be a manual. Main reason is I know my wife will want to drive it, and I don't want her driving this car in a manual. Let's be real, guys. She can drive a manual, but we're 200K in right now. So we're going to keep it an automatic. So
we're going to stick with what we've got.
Yeah, we're going to stick. It's not going to be great on the wiring side. It's going to cause Blaine some problems, but.
Not problems, challenges.
Challenges.
We don't say problems.
Overcomable.
They will not be challenge. They will not be problems. They will be challenges, and it will all work out very nicely because wiring is fun.
Yes, and he's good at it, and he's good at solving problems, which is why I chose him to do this project, primarily because he's excited about it. And with Blaine's wiring, when there's excitement about a problem, it gets fixed. So we're on our way. But yeah, we will definitely keep the 8-speed automatic, but we are looking into the shift solenoids to get rid of the shifter. I would like the modern buttons on the dash if we're able to do that. Hopefully it's a bolt-on situation.
Underneath there, he was like, yeah. I said, I'm taking all that out too, by the way. He was like, oh, there's another 2 days worth of work. It was funny because that was his answer to everything.
Just defeated.
But he wasn't. He didn't care. He was like, I was like, I'm going to use Willwood's cool pedal to go with my cool brakes.
Bill was pretty upset about it, and we talked, and he said, well, you paid me once. I think you'll pay me again, won't you? Yes, I will pay you again to do it again. At first, we didn't have these flares. It had the factory Camaro fenders, which they've got a weird little lip. And I wanted this to have a modern twist to it. And most modern vehicles have this really defined edge. There's nothing modern in here, but getting that.
Yeah, go ahead and pan around this place. Please don't. Where's our backdrop?
Have you ordered it?
No.
Oh.
By the way, our Magnuson guy got fired.
For real?
Yeah. So now I got to make a new friend.
Dang it.
I know.
Dude, Magnuson.
Our Magnuson
We
guy-
love you.
Our Magnuson guy got fired, so now I have to find a new Magnuson guy to figure out how we're going to get, I'm not going to talk about that part,
Yes.
to the car, to the place with the things, and how
To
I'm going
be
to
continued.
design my banner.
But he approved us using the logo, and we have documentation of that. Although he doesn't work
No,
there
because it was just through talking.
anymore. Oh,
It might be through email too. I don't know. It's whatever. I have a hammer, some brake cleaner.